G'day guys, welcome back to another Grab a Quick Mod with the Dad Bod. Now today's going to be a super duper quick mod because, well, we're actually running out of time. We are heading off on our lap in about 6 or 7 weeks, and so we need to get a lot of stuff done, mainly the house, but firstly we need to get the old girl finished. So today I'm going to put some spotties on, and I've got myself some SuperNova. Oh, that's not it, that's the box it came in. Hang on. There we go, much better. Now I've gone with the SuperNova lighting Rogue 8.5 inch spotties. Now I've done a lot of research on the old Googs, and well, they came up trumps in 3 areas. They were reasonably priced, they had amazing output, and they also came with a lifetime warranty. Now for the amount of times you're going to be using your spotties, well, you don't need something super expensive, and well, you also want to get something that's decent quality. Now, these tick all the boxes. Well, for me anyway. Everyone's got their own ideas of what's good and what's not, but for us, well, for me, these came up pretty darn good. So, let's get into it. Righto guys, here we have it. The 8.5 inch Rogue XE spotties by SuperNova. Now, they're pretty weighty and they feel really well made, and the finish is unbelievably good. Now it's going to look super sweet on the front here because it's got a couple of DRLs on the side here, which will certainly match the DRLs on the headlights. Now what comes in the kit is a wiring loom with its own relay. It also comes with some headlight adapters, HB3 and H4. Now, unfortunately, the Patrol has its own different connection, so I had to go out to Repco and buy a piggyback adapter, which this one's made by Steady, but it fits and works perfectly. Well, it will when I put it in. All right, now I previously laid out the wiring because, well, I thought I was going to get this done quick and then realized I had to go and get that piggyback adapter from Repco, so I had to quickly nip out. Anyway, so I've put the relay at the front here because there's an actual bolt hole in the chassis here, so found the correct bolt, flat washer and spring washer to secure it. I've fed it through the firewall. There's a big ass grommet there that I've been running everything through. Now it also comes with a fused positive wire. It's a 35 amp blade fuse, just like that. So that will connect to your terminals, and it's also got a waterproof cover there in case, obviously, you know, you do some water crossings and it gets flooded. I found that getting off the high beam connection is the most difficult part of this whole installation because, well, if you're not a guitar player or a kung fu master that has callus on their fingertips, well, you're going to find it a little bit difficult to squeeze that clip. Now, I'm not a guitar player, nor am I a kung fu master, but you know, my wife does say that I'm a ninja, well, because she never sees me coming. Anyway, I used all my might. I gave it a big old squeeze. It took me a couple of times, squeeze the connection that is, and I pulled it off, the connection that is. So I'll show you the connection and show you what it's all about. Now, if you don't have particularly large hands, you're able to reach down there and squeeze that connection. Now I'll show you the connection on the piggyback adapter, as it'd be a lot easier than getting the camera down there. So this is the button that you need to squeeze right here. So, and it's on the underneath, which makes it quite difficult to access. So you just need your ninja grip and squeeze the hell out of that and then pull. Now, once you've got the high beam connection off and you've got the piggyback adapter, of course, everything should be smooth sailing from here on out. So let's get in there and put this piggyback connection on.
10 seconds later.
Click. There we go. That's one. Now we've got to make sure that the clip is underneath when we click it in, and this goes to your wiring loom. It's like a first date when you just, you know, feeling around, hoping for the best.
A few moments later.
Click. Well, there you go. It's in. 10 minutes later. Nah, it wasn't that long. It was like 2 minutes. Okay, so this will go to your piggyback connection, and that's a standard fit. And we just need to wire it all up and see where we're going to put all the wiring. So make it look all nice and schmicko. We don't want to look like spaghetti, like my brother's 100 series back in the day. There we go. We've got the high beam adapter. Click it in. There we go. We'll cable tie these out of the way. We will get the positive, obviously, to the positive and the black to the negative, but make it all look nice and rigid-edge. Alright guys, now to access behind the grille, you're going to need to remove the driver's side cover, which I've already done. Now the cover, it actually comes with 7 little clips, which are easily removed with a flathead screwdriver. You can take a look here. These are the clips here. Just lift the top there and the clip should easily pop out. You've got 7 of those. Remove the cover and then you'll be able to access behind the grille so you can feed the wiring loom for the spotties. So let's get mounting. Now with the SuperNova lighting spotties, they come standard with stainless steel brackets and stainless steel bolts and nuts and spring washers and everything needed to mount it up, including a rubber plate so that you don't have metal on metal and eventually wearing away all your coating. And so it gives it a little bit more protection, and so it also doesn't slide around as well. So let's pop them on. Now to be able to get the bolts in on the base, you'll need to loosen up these bolts here with the included Allen key and the anti-theft Allen key so that you can move it like such, so you can pop the bolts down on there. I've already put the backing rubber plate on, so let's pop this on there and we'll get the lock nut from underneath and tighten it up. Alright guys, now to access the bolts here on my particular bar, which is an off-road animal Cobra bar, I've gone through the light bar slot here. Now I've got small hands, and you know what they say about small hands, well, small gloves, and can fit into small spaces, which is luckily for me, so I can get in here and pop on the nut. Otherwise I might have to take this front grille off to be able to access underneath. But I don't think I'm going to put a light bar in here at the moment, but I mean, with time and money, maybe. But for now, just going to leave it blank because I've got these bad boys right here. Okay, let's get screwing or bolting. Alrighty guys, now when you want to access behind the dash, well, don't be too overwhelmed by the process. I mean, to be honest, I was overwhelmed when I did it first, but it's not that difficult. You just have to give it a go. So let's check it out and see what I've done. So I've got everything apart at the moment, but it's quite easy. You got the side panels here, which on the side there, they just pull out. You've got 2 screws here, 1, 2, and then everything just pulls out. So, and that's held in by clips. So if it's not coming straight away, I mean, that's what she said, well, you just jiggle and wiggle it. I mean, that's what he did. So just give it a go and you should be right, but don't try and force it if it's not coming. All right, so I've put in the spotlight switch, and while I was at it, I thought I'd put in the UHF, because while I've got the dash apart, I might as well put everything in that I can at the moment that I've got. All right, so just got to go put it all back now and get onto it. All right, let's go. Alrighty guys, now when you're pulling it apart or putting it back together, there's a certain order that you must do so that everything can fit nice and snug. Okay, so, well, I'm putting it all back together, so I'm putting this one in. Now I've put the UHF in here. I've got a out here, but I need a RJ45 cable to connect the two. So I'll have to pull this apart again so that I can put the RJ45 cable in. So that just clicks in like that. Now grab your control panel here. Now there are 2 cables. You can't mix them up because they are both different. So you just need to plug that in like that, 1 and 2. and then line it up and pop it into the clips like that. So then you put your 2 screws in just like that. If I can find the screwdriver, there it is. Okay. Oh. Oh, screw, 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 I got a screw, 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 I got a screwdriver, yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's why I'm not a singer. Well, not much of a YouTuber either, but I do like to do stuff with my hands. I mean, that's not why my wife married me, but it did help. Okay, so then we pop this little bad boy in, but you'll have to, set one clip here for one of the side panels. Now these, you just have to clip it all back in as well. They're all different sizes, so you can't muck it up. 1, 2, and just be careful, you don't want to scrape it. You might need to lift the center console up to fit it in. And this one, you'll need to pop it in just like that. There you go. And then it should just clip into place. Click like that. Now, I don't know if the camera can pick it up here, but your gear knob has a little pin on it, or clip, which comes off, and then you can pop that on like that. And then put the clip back in. Can't remember which way I put the clip in. Nope, wasn't that way. There you go. So there's only one way you can put the clip in. So facing the prongs upwards and to the bonnet. All right. Now, time to put these side panels on. Now, which one is this? All right. Well, might need to scooch you on out. There we go. And then line it up to the holes. There you go. So there's a clip here that has a bit of a lip on it. So you have to go down and under. All right, guys. Now, if you have a look at this clip, that's what I was talking about. It's got a bit of a lip here, so it'll need to go in and bend it like that. Well, not bend it, but angle it in like that. But what I also forgot to mention is, which I also forgot, there's a clip here, so you just have to lift the center piece up so that it will scooch down onto that. So let's angle it in. There you go. Push it down. There you go. There you go, all clips into place. That goes on top, click it in, all good. Now everything should be working as it should. All right, let's rock and roll.
3 hours later.
Alrighty guys, now it's all good and well to have these nice new Fandangle spotties on your bull bar, but the real test is actually how they perform at night. So what I've done is done a bit of a Google search on the old Google Maps, and I've found there's a back road just behind my suburb.
Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise.
So what I'm going to do is drive down there. It's just off the main road, so hopefully there shouldn't be any traffic to annoy with testing my spotties. And I will also test it with the GoPro footage and with the iPhone footage. I know GoPros are known to not do quite well in low light situations, so hopefully it'll do quite well because the spotties will light up the situation. Anyway, let's get to it. Bam!
Alrighty, let's test the quality between the GoPro and the iPhone 14 Pro Max. Okay, so we have low beam, we have high beam, and then we've got the spotties. Whew, pretty good. Low beam, we have high beam, and then we've got the spotties. Whew, pretty good. Low beam, we have high beam, and then we've got the spotties. Whew, pretty good. Oh, all right, bit of a stretch now. So we've got the low beams, we've got the high beams, we've got the spotties. It's pretty good. I mean, that's all you need. You need it just to light up your way. You don't need to see 2-3 Ks down the road. I mean, I can't even see that far, to be honest. All right, high beams, back to low beams, and car. Alrighty guys, well, there you have it. Another grab a quick mod with the dad bod. Now, if you like this video and you think it's a bit of a right and you want to show us some love, well, don't forget to hit that like button, which you're gonna find, oh, it's over here. Oh yeah, that does feel good. Now, if you want to get notified of any upcoming tips, tricks, hacks and mods, or anything caravan and camper related, plus also 4B related, particularly Y62, well, don't forget to hit that notifications button, which you're gonna find, oh, here, yeah. Now that does feel good. Now, if you want to get us more raring to go than wifey on date night, well, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, which you're gonna find, oh, over here again. Yeah, that's it. Well, there you have it. So we're just gonna leave it here, but stick around because we leave for our lap in about 4 weeks, which, well, by the time this video comes out, it's gonna be even less. So, well, I'll catch you guys on the road.